I've always wondered this because amongst the guys, everyone always talks about it like, and obviously it's a hard question to answer, but like, if a man has an experience with a ladyboy, is he considered straight or is he considered bisexual?
Well, I don't think it's really matter to them because if they have a balls to have sex with transgender, I assume they don't really care unless they have family and friends. Like I have a story like, oh, I came to Thailand, I slept with the most beautiful woman in Thailand, but in fact he slept with a transgender. So he didn't want to tell everyone, his friend and his family. But I think men nowadays kind of like okay with that. Even dating, I have my partner and his family okay with that.
Well, I always think that it's the joke isn't about the ladyboy. It's more about just making your friend uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's about like when you bring it up to them or someone had that experience, you see their anxiety. The joke's like on their reaction. I think that's funny.
Yeah, I think that's funny. Some of them kind of addicted to it too and enjoy it, but I don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
If it's that bad, why do you always come back?
Yeah, maybe they like it because it's a bit secret, you know? What percentage of guys that come to Thailand would have sexual experiences with ladyboys? Obviously, pretty high.
Well, it's I cannot tell exactly how many percentage is about the chemistry between the two person. And in the past, I slept with many married guys with kids and they had girlfriends and all sort, and they told me about their girlfriend, how shitty the girlfriend in bed. So that's how they came to me, and I don't know how many percent, but if they have good chemistry and you talk them, you convince them, he had to like you at least a little bit.
How do you convince a man for his first time? How many men was it the first time for you?
Well, it's quite individual. The man have to have a little bit feeling for you. Otherwise, it's very difficult to convince them. How you gonna get him hard if he not found you attractive? It's almost impossible. So
Yeah.
you can't make him get hard. So
It's interesting, yeah.
it's true though, from my personal experience.
Well, yeah, all right. So what percentage of dudes generally you think are a little bit curious to experience it?
It depends on where they met them.
Where they meet them?
If they met and they met the bar, they're like, okay, just one time thing, and then they try, they might like it or they might not like it. But again, from my experience, I never see them reject or never come back. They always come back. They might not tell their girlfriend or their family, of course, but they always come back.
It'd be a tough conversation to have with the wife, I think, you know, but they always come back.
They always come back.
Really?
But I didn't expect them to break up with their wife or anything to come to be with me, because it's a reality. We can't. He have his wife, kid, family back home.
But does that happen? That sometimes happens? They get stuck in Thailand?
In what way?
Like they don't go back to the family? They stay out here?
No, it's not as simple as that, because they have job that they have to commit and they have to go back. Unless they really choose to be here, work here, live life here, then okay. But not like my partner. He told his mom and dad, come to meet me in person. So looking for a relationship and just for sex experience, of course. Before you have a wife and kids, back in the day, you might not sure what is your sexuality attract unless you try. And I have many gay friends, American or Englishman, have wife and kid and then turn himself to become a transgender at the age of 50. So it could be anything. It must be something inside them already. It's not me changing them. It's something in them. They have this curiosity inside them, but they didn't want to share or talk about it. But it's already there.
All right, so like if someone comes to Thailand for that experience, do they throw themselves in straight away, or is it they have a look in the building, they come into the bar, it's a slow process?
Well, from what I asked the men, they kind of want to, but don't want anybody else to know their secret, their private life. So they will do a little bit of inspection. They look at the girl or the lady boy that they like. Like when I was working in the restaurant, most of the men that hit on me, they would come to eat and kind of like what's it called inspect or something, just to see how do I this that, and then he would ask me out. So most not, or if they don't care anything, they just go directly to this ladyboy strip bars. They just go pick and pay bar fine and take whoever they like.